It's impossible to craft a great film without a fantastic cast of stellar actors who are dedicated and talented to the project. And for Detroit Evolution, we had to bring aboard multiple new actors to play main characters and side characters. This is a look at the casting process between our main three, Gavin, Reed, Tina, Chen, and our new character, Ada. In order to find new actors for the project, we took to Backstage.com and posted a casting call. The casting call described the roles that we were looking for, the rehearsal times, the shoot dates, the project in general, and also the locations that we were looking to cast from. Although this was a nationwide casting call, we were specifically looking for actors from the East Coast because that was what we could afford to cast from. Once we posted the listing, the headshots started rolling in, like a lot of headshots, in the thousands even. Basically, for Tina, we ended up with 116, but Ada was over 1,100 people submitted for Ada, so that was a lot of headshots to go through. The key reason for this numerical difference is that canon characters like Gavin and Tina had specific physical parameters they had to fit, whereas the original characters Ada and Dr. Maria, I left the age and ethnicity completely open so more people could qualify. I spent a lot of time reviewing the headshots, profiles, and reels of everybody who submitted, and when I found somebody promising, I sent an audition request, and we went from there.
Hi, my name is Carla Kim, New York City based, 5'3".
Carla Kim is the actress I ended up casting as Tina Chen, and her audition stood out to me because it was equal parts snarky and sassy, but also friendly. I think that Tina is a character who keeps up with the boys and has a dry wit, but is also very loving and very friendly, and Carla balanced both of those pieces beautifully in her audition.
I think you've been a good influence on him, Nines. Sometimes he looks like he's actually slept now.
Ada is an original character for Detroit Evolution, which means we had a lot of open parameters as to who we would cast. I actually didn't originally mentally imagine her as blonde, but Jillian had such a striking look that I decided to take a look at her. And I'm really glad I did, because she approached this character in the way that I really wanted it approached, where a lot of the other auditions were missing the mark and kind of going too much in a Siri or Alexa direction because they knew that this character was an android, whereas Jillian portrayed Ada like a human being, and that's really what I wanted and why she got cast.
Curious to see an android working as a detective. What's your model number?
But by far the most challenging casting was that of our lead, Gavin Reed, because he had to match fandom's perception of Gavin, canon's perception of Gavin, and also be a suitable co-lead for Maximilian. What was funny is the serendipity involved in discovering Christopher Trindade, because I found his headshot on Backstage.com back in July when I was initially looking for Gavin, and there was something about him that I just couldn't let go of. Ironically, him and Maximilian seemed to have a mutual friend who also recommended him, and from there we personally reached out to Chris and asked him to audition. Aside from having to ignore the beard, it was actually a really good audition and earned him a callback call with me and Maximilian. It probably didn't hurt that he used a Triforce mug, because that symbolized that he was also into video games. The callback was kind of like a second live audition where I had them run scenes together and see how that played. It was also a bit of an interview of Chris himself and a chemistry test between him and Maximilian to make sure they got along, which wasn't a problem at all.
Did you just stab?
No, I don't know what you're talking about. I was just yawning. I was just,
Ultimately, we had our new main cast members and our new supporting cast members all nailed down by mid-September, and we were ready to go into rehearsals. I'm really happy with the casting choices that I made. Everyone got along great on set. Everyone did a fantastic job, from the day players and extras to our new main cast and returning cast like Michael and Maximilian. I'm really proud of everybody and can't wait to show you our work. And if you want to make sure that you catch Detroit Evolution when it launches in the spring, or if you want more pre-production vlogs like this, be sure to subscribe to Octopunk Media on YouTube.